Hello, 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 and welcome. Calling in Great Spirit, our ascended masters, ancestors. I forgot this lighter doesn't work. um, Take two. Let's try this. Haha. Calling in our guides, ascended masters, ancestors, those known and unknown, Great Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, our life force, our love, our power. Have you seen these electric ones yet? Yes. Just burn a little sage for the homies. Yeah. It's easy to forget how divine sacred smoke is and essential oils. So, just a reminder to keep smudging, keep oiling. How do we like this setup? This is okay, I guess. I put the camera over here instead of there. Interesting. Um, that's cool. It's all cool. Everybody's cool. I burned my fingers. But truth. Look at these little candy nails. We're going to talk about abundance. We're going to talk about why you're blocking your abundance. We're going to talk about why you are still pussyfooting around in your own bullshit. Got it? Welcome to this video. Welcome to Reality Inspyrd with Ashley Inspyrz, where we dive into whatever the heck is going on in my mind, what I'm currently obsessed with, what's currently in my reality. So, abundance. I asked a very well-to-do, successful client of mine, like when we think of like world leaders, no, just kidding. In a certain industry, yeah, sort of. They really, and I say they because her husband is who you would know. You don't know her as well unless you are in the industry or tuned into the industry. So, and by industry, I mean the film industry. They have something that I don't have, which is this abundance, these big money that I've never even seen before, that I can't even contemplate, that like I don't get into the rooms that they're in because I don't have this energy or belief about me the way that they do, if that makes sense. And of course it makes sense. You know what I'm talking about. So we have this, but then I'm like trusting and loving and amazing, and like I'm like, yes, it's all happening. But to actually feel it, to actually be it. And when I look back at the reasons why I block, or where people block their own abundance, is truly from those limiting beliefs that were placed upon you before you could talk. And if we really drop in to that little you, let's say you're 3, 4, 5, what are you hearing about money? Is anyone talking about money? How do they speak to money? Are they a victim of money? Are they a victim of their work, of blue collar, of manual labor, of punching that 9 to 5? And are they a victim of it? Are they complaining about it? Are they saying it sucks? You work hard and then you die? Are they resentful or defensive against people that have more money than them? Do they get a little power trippy? Are they like, oh yeah, those jerks, because they have more money and power, so that makes you feel less than, so you're the victim? Those, those folks, they're not like us. They're better than us. But fuck no, they're not better than us. Just because they got more money than us don't mean they're better than us. Do you see the facade? Do you see the defensiveness that you have with your own belief system about people that have more money? You can't break through because there's these limiting beliefs, which we call unconscious programming in hypnosis or default programming in hypnosis. It goes back to these original imprints of how your holding environment, your family, your parents, your uncle, your grandfather, the people that you were around in your orbit, and what they thought of money. You have to borrow from Peter to pay Paul. You don't need those, you don't need to look like everybody else. You don't get that. You don't get to have that. That's what they get. They can try and get that. But like, to be a famous actress, to be a well-known, talented, working, gifted, dynamic actress, living out your dream and passion of being on the world stage and moving people, moving their emotions, moving their bodies physically, moving the nature and the elements to tell a story. Short story, long, come in, let me invite you in, let me talk to you. Let's have a real conversation. Let's sit down and have a heart to heart. I want that. I want you to come into my field and I want to have a heart to heart. I want to know how you really feel. I'm glad you're having a happy day. Glad you're good. And I want to know what's going on deeper. And so exploring the human psyche is a passion of mine. Acting is a passion. I love my healing work. I love it's so fulfilling to serve people and to feel their transformation, to feel their liberation and elation and inspiration, to see their successes, to see their wins and to celebrate their wins with them. It feels good. I love that feeling. And then there's this comparison game that we play with maybe our peers or other people that are in the profession that you're in. And there's, oh, well, they're doing that. I can't do that. Or you get defensive or you get resist. I don't like them. I don't know why. I just don't like them. They're just too much of this or too much of that. Or, they're just whatever. They just think they're hot shit. We will mask our negative feeling with a defensiveness to protect ourselves, to not feel so hurt or less than, like, to not kind of torture yourself, but you are torturing yourself because you're not looking at that shadow aspect of you that feels negative feelings towards a type of people, a class of people. Then you're resistant, is a defense there. So in that defense, your attention is split. into, I want that money. I want that money. I get that money. I deserve that money. I deserve that money. What did they do to get that money? Do you see how there's all these little sneaky little sidewinders? All these sneaky little things that we say to ourselves to protect ourselves, but it's to our detriment. It is not in our favor, because in that is a resistant thought. That's the resistant thought that's keeping that flow from coming in, that's keeping that law of attraction. So in order you to not spiritually bypass, like, oh yeah, I'm so happy for you. If you're not genuinely happy for that person, then that is the energetics that are going into the atmosphere, that are going into the electromagnetic field that you're actually translating. If you have that doubt, if you can get super conscious of that fear, that doubt, that scarcity, that underlying pulse, it's quiet and it's vicious, it's insidious. And you don't know it's there because it's the only belief system you've ever had, and you've had it for so long. So of course it's yours, and it cannot lie to you. It's not lying to you. It's protecting you. So it thinks. You imprinted that program unconsciously. It is time to consciously remove that program. Think about what you heard when you were younger. What was said about other people. What judgments were made. What you heard defined people, or a type of people, or a class of people. Was it in defensiveness? Was it in victimhood? Was it in a place of lack and scarcity and uncertainty? Did you feel safe around money? Or did you not have any money, so you didn't feel safe? This goes for everything. Your relationship to men. Have you felt safe around men? Have you not felt safe around men? Do women make you really uncomfortable because your mother used to scream at you? It's everywhere. And then we live with that imprint of that, like, oh no, here we go again. I know how this one goes because I had that one experience that defined everything for me, and I put an unconscious program in there to protect myself so that I wouldn't feel that emotion again. Now, it's there to help you. It wants to support you. It is now like what's the word? If it can be a little more alive than a program, it's kind of like an organism. Because I talk to it in hypnosis, and I can say, you are that part of Ashley that is full of doubt and worthiness and victim of money. There's a story of a victim. Money's never made me feel that good. Money's never made me feel that safe, because I never had enough, and it was always running out. There was never going to be enough money. And in that, created a separation, almost like a pedestallation that you might get from like a fan, or when you see somebody like that's doing what you want to be doing and doing what you want to be doing. Why are you separate from it? Why do you want that? Just have it. And that happened to me today. So I saw this car, and I was like, that's a sexy car. And there's a little dog sitting out the passenger side window. And I was like, man, I want that. That's really cool. And then I was like, why do I want that? I can have that. I can have that. I can get that car and have that dog hanging out my window. I get to have that. I'm choosing to have my 2015 Subaru Outback that's making a little noise in the back and I'm afraid to take it to the shop because of how much it's going to cost me, and address the situation that could potentially be more chaotic and more fatal in another way. So I saw that in real time today. So what started this conversation with my friend was that I feel like I'm just a little low for this camera setting, is that I asked this client of mine who does very, very, very well in the world of things. You've seen the things, you know the things. And I said, what is it that separates you from having the things and the lifestyle that you have and someone like me? And she said, your attention split. And I just sat with that. She was like, I don't know. Are you a Pilates instructor or are you an actor? Like, I don't know. And I thought, this was months ago. I thought about how my attention split. And as I told my friend this, he says, I was thinking that about you. And I was like, yeah. I'm super neutral about this. Like, I love feedback. I really do. Like, that's why when she said that, I was like, uh-huh, okay, got it. And then when he said this, I was like, cool, cool, cool. I was like, yeah, okay. My attention split. People are seeing it. Thank you for the mirror. And he said, you're like, when I first met you, you're this healer. You're this great healer and you're wonderful, but it's not like bringing you a lot of money because you're not really like selling yourself as a healer. So I just don't know. I don't know that you're, I just don't know that you're a healer but you're good at it. And it's like kind of what you do. But then as I got to know you, you were like, oh yeah, and this acting thing. And so I just thought acting was like your B thing. But then I hear you talk and you're like, I really want to be an actor. And you'll have an audition from here or there. And when I self-tape with you and you do it, I am like, wow, she is a really good actress. What is she doing this healing thing for? And he was like, you're like a really good actress. Like he's like, I've thought about acting, but like can't do what you do. Like what you did, what I saw you do was like, psh, damn, Ashley. Like, what the fuck? That was good. I was like, I don't know why you're not going 100% in that direction. And it's like, it's not even like you're not going for anything. You're kind of just pussyfooting around here in this. I put the word pussyfooting because he was like, you're just kind of like dancing around down here. And I was like, pussyfooting around. And he said, yeah. Yeah, actually, you're just pussyfooting around. And I just don't know why you're only pussyfooting around when you could be giving it all. And you would get it. And you would get it if you did it all. And I said, well, I have this story that I have to have the job that's making me money. And he said, and you're barely paying the bills with that. You're still in your lack and scarcity. And I was like, fuck yeah, you're right. You're right. There is a separation, clearly, between myself and it. And I've done a lot of work, and I've come a long way. I've made a lot of progress. I've made great progress. And yet, there's still this little piece of me. Maybe I'll just bring this down a buzz so I don't have to keep trying to sit up in a chair. Because why not? It's my show. I get to do whatever I want to do. Okay, this is better. Okay, so we get to choose. We have to see those programs. We have to get so conscious, because I was just kind of tuning into these little things that I would like. What was it that I saw? Like the car thing today, or, I would see an actor and I'm like, wow, that's really cool for them. But then I'd be kind of judging them inside my head. Like, oh, well, why can't, well, they're not that, like, if they're doing it, I can do it, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, the difference is that they're doing it and you're not. And I've just been seeing so clearly how when you half-ass something, nothing's going to work out. When you're just kind of like, I'm going to dabble here and I'm going to dabble here. It's like you kind of have to go all in. He's like, I did construction and I was in construction and that's what I was doing. And I knew I wanted to do construction. And then then the healing work just kind of fell in my lap. I found Harry. I was living with him. I was getting trained and he was teaching me. And then I was all in on the healing thing. It happened like that. But with you, I just don't know. I just don't know what you're doing. Because, fuck, Ashley, if you just picked the thing, you'd be very good at it. If 5-10 years from now, your little you is like, I'm cool, I didn't need to win the Oscar, then yeah, you went on the healing journey, great. But if the little you wants the Oscar, then I just don't know why you're not going to get that Oscar. And I was like, she still wants the Oscar. She doesn't need all the healing accolades. She doesn't need to be the best healer. She wants to be the best actress. She wants to be a working actress. She wants to work on set every day. She wants to train and tell story and collaborate and work and as a team to create beautiful, moving pictures with talkies and be on the silver screen and trust that she will be taken care of, because she's giving everything she has into that, and she always has, and she always will, because that's ultimately what she wants. That's why, because he also said, and I you talk about why you moved here, and you moved here to act. Okay, I haven't, what are you doing? So all I'm saying is your attention split and you're stuck in your old beliefs, because that's like my attention split in two different things as far as like areas of career, but your attention is split in other places. Like, I can't even let this abundance in because I'm like, I want the money. No, the money's bad. Not like that though. Like, it's not that conscious. It's more like, oh, what am I going to do with all the money? My taxes are going to go up. Am I going to, then more money, more problems. And, then people will hate me, or, I'll be, outcasted from my family because I'm the only one that has money, or they're all going to ask me for money. And da da da. You just start telling yourself all these stories in defense or protection of yourself when they're only to your detriment, but it's the only thing you know. And so to go in there in the subconscious programming through a hypnosis, you are able to see those beliefs. It can even happen in a coaching session. Integration usually needs to happen in the subconscious, as far as like kind of uprooting that piece and saying, I see you. No more of that. Because, like I was saying, it talks to you like an entity, or that was the word I didn't want to say, like a organism. And the organism is like, I'm like, what is your role? And it's like to protect you and to keep you safe. And what's the purpose? And the purpose is usually something similar, or to punish you, and to make you less likable or something. And what is the intention of you? And it's usually to keep you safe or to defend you or to punish you. And and the function of it, and the function is usually just to try to, keep you small, keep you safe, keep you. And then you look at that and you're like, oh, wow, how interesting. That organism that I created, that I put there, that thought form, that belief system was put there to protect and defend me. Okay. Thank you for your masculine service. You really did help me. You really did protect me. But you are not helping me anymore. I'm so grateful for you, and thank you so much for showing me everything that you did for me in keeping me safe. But you are no longer serving me. Because of you, I am no longer allowed or able to receive abundance and to step into the full capacity of my potential, because you are keeping me small and defensive and a victim of money. And I don't want to feel that way about money anymore. I want to feel abundant around money. I want to feel like I deserve money, that money is for me, that I am a good friend of money's, and that we have a great relationship, and that money serves me, and that money loves me, and money wants to take care of me like a true masculine does. Not from a wounded place, not from a hurt place. Money wants to give me access to resources and circumstances and collaborations. Money gives me access to wonderful, brilliantly talented people that want to see me win, that are proud of my successes, that are excited for me, that are here for my expansion to the fullest capacity of what I'm able to reach, to really heal my relationship with money. I know that I need to remove and let go erase, eliminate, and eradicate any doubt, any lack, any scarcity in my mind, my body, my heart, my spirit, my spine, my cellular memory, my flesh, my fascia, my dermis, my muscle, tendons, and nerves, every memory that is etched, that is imprinted with these negative beliefs around money, with this disbelief that money means something or defines someone's worth is wrong. It is not serving me. That is a negative belief that is to my detriment, that is not in favor of me, that is not enabling my power, that is not allowing me full sovereignty to stand in my greatness and feeling of abundance that, yes, it is for me too. Allowing, open, freeing, with no hesitation, knowing that fully and completely this is for me, this is meant for me. I am divine source energy connected with the flow and the ease of money. I believe that everyone that has money deserves that money. They somehow were open to receiving that money. They embrace the flow and ease of money. They are worth it. Of course they have money. There is an infinite flow of money. Money is a made-up concept or construct to put limitations or perceived limitations around you. These are no longer existent boundaries. Money has no boundaries. When I spend money, I feel good about spending money. I love spending money. I love holding my money and saving my money as well. Just because I have the money to do so may not mean I do so. I hold my money close because it is intimate with me. I have an intimate and romantic relationship with money. I allow streams of income to come to me. I allow flows and energies of abundance and prosperity to enter into my energetic field. I allow and receive and trust money. Money is my friend. Money is my partner in crime. Money knows me like no other. I feel completely safe with money. Money makes me feel very safe. And money feels safe around me. I protect my money. I have assets, investments, and savings because I love my money. And I also love circulating my money in reciprocity, to give and to receive, to buy goods that bring me joy and I get to share and give me a feeling of abundance and prosperity that I am able to offer, support, enable other people and their dreams with this abundance. I get to fully and completely allow this flow of abundance in because I know I am divinely protected. I know that my cellular memory is regenerating, remanifesting. I am commanding and compelling every cell, every muscle, every tendon, every nerve, every molecule, every atom, every bit of ether, mind, and energetics around me into this upgraded feeling of abundance and pure potentiality. All cooperative components are aligning for my highest timeline of abundance, my highest and most luxurious wealth timeline. Wealth in mind, in body, in energetics, in well-being, in full and total wellness. I recognize now that I cannot be in full and total wellness if I am living in a fear-based victim place from money. Money is my birthright. It is a construct on this planet that was made up for the use of buying and selling and creating value, which feels good to earn, to show my value, to prove my value in ways that are fun for me and liberating, that excite me, that entice me, that give me deep pleasure. I love this life of pleasure. Money gives me pleasure. Pleasuring is a part of my money manifestation. Self-love, touch, allows me to receive the divine stream and the divine flow of money. Money feels good in my nervous system. I feel really calm with money. I feel really respected by money. I think money is sexy, and money thinks I'm sexy. Money wants me. Money has me. Money surprises me and delights me. Money brings me joy. Money makes me feel really good. Money makes me feel liberated, inspired, and transformed. I get lit by money. I am lit up. Money makes me bright. Money makes me shine. Money makes me feel good. I feel really good around money. I feel great around money. I love money. Money makes me feel limitless. Money gives me a sense of grounding and deep love. Money gives me a sense of knowingness, of positivity, of upliftment. It gives me a reason. It gives me a purpose. I love money. Money gives me a reason as to why I know I'm here. I know I'm here because money feels good in my nervous system. Because I know I am abundant in love, in nature, in the greens and the blues and the purples and the yellows and the pinks and the reds and the greens and the blues and all the limitless colors, the browns and the blacks and the whites and the translucents. And this life is colorful and abundant in experiences, in options, in storylines, in timelines. And I know from this timeline available to me is an infinite number of timelines. And I get to choose the easy and effortless timeline that I want to be on, fully feeling safe in my heart and in my nervous system around money. I am calm around money. I feel safe with money. Money calms my nerves. Money makes me feel loved. Money makes me feel nourished. Money makes me feel resilient. I love money because money is what I need to have a say. Money allows me to use my voice. Money allows me to put a little money where my mouth is. Money allows me to put great things on this planet. Money is my currency. Money increases my frequency. Money is of great value to me. Money puts me on the highest frequency of love and gratitude. Money puts me on a path of ease and effortlessness. Money makes me feel free and sovereign. Money gives me autonomy. Money gives me definition. I am commanding and compelling and directing my nervous system to feel calm and relaxed and in love with money. I am in a deep, trusting relationship with money. I love looking at my money. I love taking care of my money. I like delegating where my money goes and how my energy and frequency flow. Money and community are my currency. The people I surround myself with are my current. They are my frequency. They are aligned to the highest vibration of light, as so am I. And aligned with the highest vibration of my light brings me into my greatest timeline of receiving limitless abundance in all aspects of life. In all aspects of life, I am abundant. In all aspects of life, I am in deep, unconditional love for it all. For nature, the elements, the fire, the earth, the water, the air, ether, mind, body, spirit, energetics, divinity, God, source, universe, galactic beings, star seeds, light beings, light bringers, teachers, guides, coaches, lovers, players. We are here to unite in the abundance that is available, expanding our capacity, commanding and compelling my mind, my body, and my spirit, a capacity to expand into a belief system that allows the flow of multiple streams of income, of reciprocity, of pure potentiality, of spirit and communication with the allness of all. There is no separation from you nor I. We are the one. We were the one that broke into the many so that we could have all these experiences to come back to the one. Allowing this infinite library of experiences to unfold before you from your blissitude, from your internal attitudinal muscularity, recalibrating, realigning, reconnecting to your center, the highest vibration of your light, clearing, eliminating, erasing, eradicating any belief, thought, energy, organism, entity, person, place, or scene, thing, not known or unknown, any event, any circumstance, anything and everything that made you feeling that you were in limit and lack and belief, in scarcity, is not for you. It is eliminated, erased, and eradicated. Any limiting belief, any thought form, any imprint, any comparison or judgment is erased, eliminated, and eradicated because it does not define you. And your actions do not define you, and your beliefs do not define you in a negative way. You are imprinting new beliefs that are upgrading you, that are up leveling you to the greatest and fullest potential of your well-being, of your highest vibration of light. We are upgrading you and up leveling you to the greatest and highest power of your greatness, your priestess, your kingdom, your empress. This is your rising. This is your ascension. This is your time to truly believe in your mind, in your body, and let it in. Let in the belief that this is for you. Let in that You are allowed to have this, that it can be for you, whatever it is that you desire, whatever dream you have. Be the best at it. Be the best that you can be for you, for the sake of you, for the sake of little you. What is little you want? What is little you desire? Allow the little you to receive your desires to come true, to bloom before you, to be filled with the most flavorful, vibrant senses, titillating your senses, giving you that sense, that beingness of presence in your success, in your greatness, in your full potential. You have to know it's for you, and you have to decide that that's the direction you're going. You have to say yes to the yes. You can't let any negative belief get in your way. You don't have time to doubt your greatness. You've already doubted it for far too long. Far too long. So if you're finding this video, this was for you. You needed this. I also needed this. This was a healing. Listen to this as much as you can. I know I will. I love you. Tell me how it's going, how you're healing, and tell me what blessings and abundant miracles are coming to you every day, in every way. All the synchronicities, all the divinity, all the little winks, all the little coincidences, all the little yeses, all the green lights, all the right this way, right this way. Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Right this way. Ask, and you shall receive. You just have to be open to it. You have to allow it. Get into alignment with it. Journaling is good for that. Those visualizations we did are good for that. Hypnosis, coaching is good to just speak it out. I like voice memos too. Do it all. Do it your way. Can't do it anybody else's way. But whatever you do, go all in. Ciao for now.